Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining me today. So, the first card you have the World card. So this can mean the World card's a really wonderful card. It points to accomplishment. It's the completion of something we've been working very hard on. So, if you have been working on a project on sort of anything, trying to buy a house, something at work, a project around the home, an artistic project. You're trying to carve your own man, something like that. Uh, you may be finishing something this month. Um, it's about things coming full circle. It's if you like, I'm finishing a degree this month, so that points to it. And it's also has in it this in the seeds of one completing something. It's also a new beginning. If you say you graduated from college, you graduated from that phase in your life, and then you're starting a new phase in your life. So something this month will come full circle. Okay, so you have the Hanged Man. So when the Hanged Man shows up, for me, it's if say you're obviously this would never happen. But say the traditional card has a man hanging upside down from a tree. So say for some reason, whether someone put you up there or you got caught in a trap like you see in the movies and got hung up in upside down by your leg, and you're stuck there. Like there's nothing you can do. You're just hanging there. And so you have a couple of options of what you can do when there are times in your life when things are maybe suspended or not happening or not moving as fast as you want, and you really can't do anything about it. It's a little bit of the Seven of Pentacles energy. So you can either sit there and stress and bitch and moan and get all upset and worked up and just make yourself miserable and be angry that things aren't happening as fast or the way you want them to, and that you're sort of stuck. That's totally a choice, and I think it's a choice a lot of people would take. Um, but you could also think, okay, well, I'm stuck here. So how can I use this time productively? And the card teaches there are a couple things you could do. One thing you could do is you could just look around and notice that being, sorry, I'm getting distracted. That being upside down, the world looks completely different, and you could just sort of take that in and look at your surroundings and sort of ponder how changing your perspective and looking at things from a different angle can really change how you view the world. And that's really the lesson behind this card, is using times of suspension wisely and trying to look at the situation from a different point of view. I mean, perhaps if you're stuck in traffic, you can sit there and have road rage and be crazy and work yourself up. Or you can say, you know what, I have 10 minutes, maybe I can do some deep breathing and meditating and send out some positive intentions and appreciate that I have this 10 minutes that I can't do anything about, and use it wisely. Um, it talks about those times when you can change your perspective and perception and how it can actually bring about enlightenment. So anytime you may feel like things aren't happening as fast as you would like, or going the way you want or wish they would, maybe look to see if you can find the blessing in disguise in that situation and be productive with what you have to work with. Oh, and another work card. Wow. Work, home, health, uh, even spirituality will be high on your list. So for the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles to come out, that's something. So this points to, I always think of this card. It's sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, and some people do it the opposite of. Some readers do it the opposite way I do. But the Three of Pentacles is just good old fashioned hard work. Um, the Eight of Pentacles to me is a type of work that's more of a craftsmanship. It's more of something that feeds your soul. It's something that when you do, you're 100% present, and it brings you it's almost a spiritual experience when you're doing it. And I think that's demonstrated by the light here in this version of the card. Sorry for the glare. So maybe you're wanting to end just working hard and work towards something that more feeds your soul. Maybe you guys are going to be shifting jobs or trying to make a hobby more into a career, or something like that. Realizing you want the work you do to have more meaning. And you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a card about intuition. And so if if you just had that nagging feeling, or that just that gut feeling that there's something more, there's something else you should be doing, that you might be happier doing something else, I think you're going to really acknowledge that and own that and become aware of, sort of on some level, you haven't been happy, even though you're a really good worker and a hard worker and have achieved positive results from all your hard work in the past, that it's not satisfying you on a basic level, and that you need to make a change. So for some of you, in some area of your life, it doesn't have to be a work, it could be home, where you live, relationships, it could be your health. Maybe you've been doing this. I mean, it could even be something like, maybe you've been a runner and you realize that yoga really feeds your soul or something, and that you want to change to that. Or you live in town and you really want to have a garden and have your hands in the earth, and that's what's going to feed your soul, and so you want to make that change. Or the work you're doing just isn't bringing sort of the emotional or spiritual satisfaction that you want to do in life. We spend 40 hours at least a week working, and why not have that mean something and feed our soul? Really, really positive cards. This is going to be an extremely positive change and sort of awakening for you. So some part of your life, you're really going to focus on feeding this need inside of you that hasn't been met, and ending something and starting something new in order to honor that. So that's very, very nice. And I will see you at the next video. Take care.